What's up, everybody, and welcome back to A Beer a Day with TK. It is a swelteringly hot day here in Findlay, Ohio, and I'm out in the beer shed getting ready to check out a new beer. Now, today is a special episode for the channel. It's July 14th, so today is my 50th birthday, and it just so happens to be the 5th anniversary of the channel. 5 years ago, like many of you, I found myself at home during the pandemic. I was bored. I was working as a professor, so I was off all summer. It was my birthday, and I couldn't go and do anything because we weren't allowed to go in any bars or restaurants or do much. So I decided, just kind of on a whim, I was going to start doing beer review videos. I should have done my homework because a million other people had that idea already, but I thought it would be fun to virtually share a beer with those that I couldn't meet in person with like I normally would for my birthday. So, is what it is. I'm thrilled that I started that journey, because I met so many amazing people. I've gone to a couple beer reviewer get-togethers. I've had beer reviewers come to my house. Ginger Yeti, one of my best friends, is doing videos now. He started off as a guest on the channel, and now he's doing his own thing, touring the world. Doing videos from all over the place, and it's really just a fun community, so, I'm lucky to be able to be a part of it. A dude like me doesn't have much going on in Northwest Ohio. I'm a Philly sports fan that can't watch any of my teams because I live out here, and I'm not going to pay for 7,000 services. Most of the friends that I knew have left because most of them were associated with the college and went back home or whatever. So it's, I don't know. This is something for me to do, and I really enjoy it, so thank you to the viewers, and thank you to everybody who supported me and those that I've met along the way. It's been awesome. Now, during the break, when I took off for maybe close to a year because I was not sick, but I had to take care of my health and I had to sort some things out, and I did. Some people asked what I was doing. I was working on this book as well. So this is Philly Warrant Unit. Before I started drinking beers on videos, many moons ago, I worked as a law enforcement officer in Philadelphia, serving warrants, which was some really crazy stuff. So this book is, I don't know, they're short stories. It's kind of a memoir, I guess. It's short stories for me, my partner from the Warrant Unit, Mark, and, a number of other folks we worked with. And it's kind of done like short stories, so you can just kind of read them easily. But if you're interested, it's on Amazon. Check it out. All right, let's get back to the beer. The beer I have today is called a Raspberry Divot, and this is a shandy, and this is from Sonder Brewing out of Mason, Ohio. Now, Sonder has been hit or miss for me. I've had a number of their beers because they're, within the state, and most of them are pretty solid, although they did make that one, that blue ice cream, whatever it was. I think it was the Kings Island blue ice cream beer, which might be the worst beer I've ever had in my entire life. Interesting video if you want to go check that out. I'll post a link to it at the end. So, let's see what they got. And like I said, this one is lemonade plus iced tea ale, which sounds kind of interesting. It's 4.6% ABV. Looks like it does fairly well on the socials, 3.51 on Untappd, although there were only 202 check-ins, so relatively small sample size. Ooh, is it going to overflow? It's a birthday miracle. It didn't. It went right to the edge and then stopped. See if we got anything else interesting on the can. Sonder on the side as a definition, S-O-N-D-E-R, noun, the realization that each person is uniquely crafted. Okay, so I guess that's a definition of Sonder, and that's about it. We don't have a whole lot more on here. It just says ale with raspberry, lemonade, and iced tea, 4.8% ABV. All right, let's top this off. First things first, color. It's got a nice color to it, man. It looks really good in the glass here. I'd go, I don't know, maybe 7 or 8. It's kind of like on the verge between pale amber and maybe like I'd go pale amber. Nice color to it. Can't see through it. You get some carbonation, but to be honest, there's not tons. I got a couple bubbles going on there, but nothing too crazy. The head looked nice. It was probably a finger or so of white head. It almost looked like it had a pink hue to it, like when you saw the white in the light. It looked slightly pink, which I guess would make sense if they're using raspberry puree or raspberry juice or whatever, so pretty cool. As to the nose, you can pick up the raspberry. The minute I popped that can and started pouring it, I could pick up the raspberry. The one thing that I'm thrilled about is it's not like cloyingly sweet candy fake raspberry smell. Kind of just smells like a nice natural kind of raspberry scent, so positive. All right, let's give it a shot. Cheers. Let me give it a sniff a little bit more. Yeah, this I jumped the gun on the scent, smelling it out the can, and now with my nose, it's exactly what it smells like out the can. You just get light raspberry. It smells good. Let's give it a shot. Body, medium light, not in a distracting way. It's medium, but on the lighter end, which I think for something like this is perfect. This is obviously, as you see on the can, Raspberry Divot, kind of an homage to golf. This is something you're supposed to be drinking out on the links when it's 90 degrees. So you want it to be a little bit lighter and not kind of super heavy. That being said, it's not watery. It's not so light that it's watery, which then sometimes becomes distracting, because I don't know about you guys. If beers are too light with the ABV and just watery, I'll just drink them and pee constantly, because I drink 20 of them and pee 20 times. So this is I think has a decent body to it for a lighter beer, and I really kind of dig it. Now, as to the taste, you got a couple of things going on. I think you get the raspberry right away, and it's not super overpowering. It's kind of like a nice natural raspberry taste, and it just is, it kind of lingers there. It's not too much. You get a little bit of the lemon, and then I think as far as the tea's the weird one. I think I get the tea in like an aftertaste once you drink it, sort of, and it's just kind of, I don't know, like a little bit of that, like I don't know, what's tea? I mean, you describe it as maybe like a little bit earthy or something like that, or musty or something, but it's not like, I don't know, I like tea. It's not like a big Irish breakfast tea or something like that. It's almost more like a Lipton-esque kind of thing, I think. So you just kind of get a little bit of that, like that musky, whatever that earthy tea taste is. You pick up a little bit of the lemon, and then you get the raspberry. That being said, none of them dominate. None of them are overpowering, because I think each of those flavors individually could be a bit much if any one of them dominated too much. So I think, Sonder, you guys did a really good job balancing this. Now, I don't remember if I mentioned it earlier, but Untappd, it got a 3.51, which is, I think, probably about fair for this. This isn't something you're going to drink all the time. And again, it's not designed to be. This is supposed to be, something that you're sipping out on the summer day when it's hot as hell, like it is right now. So this fits the bill for me. I think this is really solid. Tea beers, they're hit or miss for me as well. I know the Yeti's had a couple as well. Tea beers, sometimes they work. Sometimes it tastes funky, musty, and just doesn't work whatsoever. So I was thrilled that this came through, and this is kind of as described on the can. So a big thumbs up for Raspberry Divot. Sonder, you guys knocked it out of the park with this one. Thank God. You can probably see the sweat dripping off my head as I sweat out here. So it's awesome to have a nice, refreshing beverage like this. So hopefully you like the video. If you do, give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. If you want to see more videos like this, please hit subscribe. And as always, you got any comments or questions, jump in down below. Hey, till next time. Cheers. Hey, thanks for 5 years, y'all. I really appreciate it.